In Lafayette, as a response to the devastation caused by Hurricane Helene, KLFY and Catholic Charities of Acadiana will be hosting a one-day item-specific drive next week to collect relief supplies for survivors.
News 10's Rodrika Taylor spoke to the organization's Chief of External Affairs about its importance.
Starting next Monday, people are encouraged to stop by Catholic Charities of Acadiana Regional Disaster Response Warehouse. Here you will be able to drop off items to help with the recovery efforts for survivors of Hurricane Helene.
We just know too well in South Louisiana. We've gone through these named hurricanes that have caused such damage in our area. We know what it's like to be out of power. We know what it's like to not have clean water.
For one day, Ben Broussard, the Chief of External Affairs of Catholic Charities of Acadiana, says they are calling the community to help those suffering from Hurricane Helene.
Go shopping this weekend, drive within your families, within your churches, maybe within your communities, and come out. We're going to hope to fill our enormous box truck and send it on the road next week to our friends who are with these responding Catholic Charities agencies in the most heavily impacted areas.
Broussard says such items as cleaning supplies and large black trash bags can go a long way in helping those in need. Other items include tarp, diapers of all sizes, and a 25 Visa gift card.
What we can do, even with purchasing a box of diapers or a tarp to help somebody protect their home from future rain, it may seem small, it may seem insignificant, but collectively, with these things, we can provide a wealth of comfort and compassion to those who are suffering at the hands of these enormous storms.
The drive will take place next Monday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find more information on our website. In Lafayette, Rodrika Taylor, KLFY News 10.
Rodrika, thank you. A warrant recall will soon be underway. Anyone with an outstanding misdemeanor or traffic warrant issued by Lafayette City Court can avoid paying a fine for contempt of court.
It's a one-day chance being given at the end of the month. Judge Jules Edwards III tells our News 10's Renee Allen it's an opportunity to clear up any unfinished business.
Warrant recall is scheduled for Wednesday, October 30th at 9 a.m. City Court Judge Jules Edwards mentioned that many individuals are apprehensive about appearing in court. In most cases, they're not trying to evade the charge. They are simply afraid. If a warrant is issued for a person's arrest due to an outstanding warrant, that person will typically be brought before the court to have their warrant recalled, which triggers a contempt of court hearing.
If they don't have a good reason why they didn't come to court, they could be found guilty of contempt of court and end up with another fine.
The city court understands the situation and is offering the chance for individuals to come to court voluntarily without facing contempt of court penalties.
And so on that day, if we can resolve the case, it'll be resolved. If we can't resolve the case, we'll simply give them a new court date. So that's the idea. We want to get people to stop being afraid of the courthouse, come on in and clear up their matters.
If a police officer applies to a judge to issue a warrant for a misdemeanor case, they are not recalling those. Renee Allen reporting, KLFY News 10.
Thank you, Renee. And at 6, in an exclusive interview, Judge Edwards speaks in person to News 10, providing insight to the recall and more on its purpose. While the full details are still being kept under wraps, legislators got a chance to question the Department of Revenue over the governor's proposed tax reforms.
What we do know is there are 10 proposed bills for the special session slated for November after the election. One of the major proposed changes would be to reduce the income tax to a flat 3%. In order to cover the $400 million price tag of that move, sales taxes will apply to a lot more services and online purchases.
When you do, you combine all these policy changes into this, I would say, more smart tax cut package, you have a much more sizable reduction in the income tax. And I think that benefits everyone because it gives every resident in Louisiana more money in their pockets.
Also proposed in the special session would be a constitutional amendment to allow the legislature to have access to the Revenue Stabilization Fund that's sitting with billions of dollars in it. No date has been set for the session. In St. Landry Parish, the power of friendship can be felt as a military veteran is reunited with her dog 1 year after it ran away.
And our News 10's Zane Hogue is speaking with Blair Whipp, who's happy to see her family back together.
Just over a year ago, life for military veteran Blair Whipp would take a turn for the worse when her service dog Lakota would run away. After over a year of searching and losing almost all hope, friends would be reunited thanks to some help from the Fort Barry police.
I was just so happy that she was alive.
Blair Whipp spent over 20 years in the United States Army and National Guard and had her service dog Lakota donated to her by a veteran organization helping veterans with PTSD. The friends would spend years building a bond until just over a year ago when Lakota would slip through the fence in their backyard while Whipp was away.
It sent me through another state of depression because I had just lost, my best friend.
After searching over a year, all hope seemed lost until the Fort Barry Police Department would receive a call from a resident who found a dog roaming through their yard.
When we saw her, it was just so devastating and heartbreaking. And we're like, this had to be somebody's dog,
Through checking the dog's microchip, police found out it was Lakota.
Oh, you found Lakota? It's like, what are you talking about? There's no way. And then when I talked to Miss Leslie, and then I saw pictures of her, I immediately broke down.
Friends would be reunited, but with so much time spent on the street, Lakota suffers from severe weight loss and other health issues, including heartworms. This week, Whipp received word from Dr. Saab at St. Gabriel's Animal Clinic that Lakota's medical needs and treatments would be done free of charge.
Free of charge. I mean, how amazing. So there's a lot of people, it formed a circle, and now she's home. And they'll always be a part of our family.
I did a lot of praying and thinking about it. She was there for me at a time where I needed her, dealing with my own, mental health issues, and I could tell she was broken, just mentally broken, just looking at her. And that was when I was like, she was there for me, and now it's my time to be there for her.
Zane Hogue, KLFY, News 10.
KLFY is proud to partner with the St. Jude Children's Hospital for their annual Dream Home giveaway. Today, they officially broke ground on the new house.
It costs $2 million a day to run St. Jude's Hospital, which financially takes care of its patients. To donate to this cause, you can enter the St. Jude Dream Home giveaway. $100 tickets will go on sale when the house is finished around April. The winner of the Dream Home will be selected at the end of June. And speaking of winning, if you play the Mega Millions lottery, you'll soon have to spend more on tickets.
The lottery officials announced the ticket prices for Mega Millions will more than double to $5. The current price is $2, and officials say the price change will result in improved jackpot odds, more frequent giant prizes, and even larger payouts. The increase is set to begin in April of next year.
Next up, Chefs in Abbeville shows off their sassy shrimp in a new edition of Acadiana Eats Kitchen.
Gorgeous weather out on the patio. How long will it last? We'll talk about that in a few minutes for the full thing report.
Tonight, exclusively on News Nation, Michigan. Democrat Alyssa Slotkin and Republican Mike Rogers take the debate stage. Then Chris Cuomo breaks down this key race. Tonight, 7/6 Central on News Nation. News for all America. To find News Nation, go to joinnn.com.
So this is the new iPhone 16 Pro.
Yeah. Say hello to Apple Intelligence. It's the best
day ever.
And when you get it with Cox Mobile, you'll be running on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability.
I'm living some of my life. Smart. We'll take it.
Dream big. Save 50% on iPhone 16 Pro at Cox Mobile.
When we've called, he's been there, putting our people first. When he stands and fights, feels for us. For our children and our jobs, feels for us. For our families and our health, he's simply our best. It's our trust, it feels for us.
I'm Julio Fields, and I paid for and approved this message.
Here are the top 5 reasons we think you're going to love Homes to Go of Opelousas. We have a huge inventory of homes in stock. From cozy manufactured homes to sleek modern modular homes, we have the options that you are looking for. We carry Sunshine, one of the most sought after brands in America. Our team has over 30 years of finance experience. We can help you find land for your new home. Okay, one more. When you buy from Homes to Go, you are investing in the Acadiana community. So what are you waiting for? Visit Homes to Go of Opelousas today.
Your health is personal. Your health is important. And finding the right team to guide you is vital. At Iberia Comprehensive Community Health Center, we're here for you, for your family, for your friends. We're a team of medical professionals dedicated to the Acadiana community. Whether it's medical, dental, pediatrics, wellness services, pharmacy, or vision, we're committed to providing healthcare excellence. See what we're all about at icchc.org.
Join in on the conversations on Twitter. Become part of the KLFY Facebook family and rewatch your favorite stories on KLFY's YouTube channel. The Storm Team 10 Doppler Radar, brought to you by the Glen Armature Law Corporation. Now, here's Storm Team 10 Chief Meteorologist Keith Morton.
What a gorgeous fall day. Temperatures stay in the lower to mid-80s, but the humidity very low. The lowest we've probably seen it since the spring. And even though temperatures in the 80s now, it feels just about perfect out here, especially with that north wind coming in at about 10 to 15 miles per hour out here in the weather patio. We try to take advantage of being out here on the patio with weather like this. Evening forecast 80s, and we're looking at a sunny sky until it sets, which is not too long from now. Then overnight tonight, down in the mid-50s. So no big issues out there tonight. Here's the patio forecast. We're going to be out on the patio this evening. We're looking at temperatures that will pretty much start out in the low 80s. Then once the sun sets, quickly falling through the 70s, 72 there at 7 o'clock. Then early tomorrow morning, might need a light jacket or a sweater if you're going to be out on the patio drinking that coffee, mid to upper 50s. Should see a lot of sunshine. Here's what it looks like. Skyton weather cam from downtown, 82, feels like temperature 80. North winds at about 15 miles per hour. And then from our Johnson Street location, we're looking at a nice afternoon there. No big issues. Traffic even looks pretty good. North winds at about 15 miles per hour. Temperatures elsewhere, we have 81 now in Jennings, 82 in Lafayette. And then as we go up the road, 79 Alexandria, Shreveport. A little warmer at 84. And I think we'll gradually get warmer over the next couple of days. So nice weather across most of the deep south. And you go down into the Gulf, you see that monster Milton. Unfortunately, this has gotten stronger over the last 12 hours. Winds got down to 145, but now back up to 165, which puts it at a Category 5 hurricane. But for us, we're seeing that north wind, which is bringing in the drier air for us. So here's what we're looking at. We'll zoom into the eye, which it did go through an eye replacement cycle. Now the eye's back, diameter about 15 miles there, so a very tight eye. And yesterday it was only 3.8 miles. Now what's going to happen, we're going to see that wind field expand once it starts weakening, and the winds will be out larger, so the hurricane force winds will expand out further from the center. But a Category 3 hurricane expected near Tampa Bay. Could be just south of Tampa Bay. Now, I'll be honest, 40, 50 miles either north or south from Tampa Bay could make a huge difference on what kind of storm surge they see. But still, I think the storm surge could easily be 10 to 15 feet there. Sarasota, it's going to be bad there. Even in Fort Myers, as they're going to see that onshore flow from Milton. But we think winds maybe 125 at landfall, could be as high as 130. High in Category 3, low in Category 4. And it looks like landfall is going to be late tomorrow night, early Thursday. It will be an overnight landfall. So here's future track for us. Lows tonight, mid to upper 50s. So it's going to be pretty chilly out there tomorrow morning, considering it's been a long, hot summer. And then temperatures tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock, lower to mid 80s. Humidity should stay low tomorrow. And then lows tomorrow night, we're going to see those in the mid to upper 50s once again. And the ground's very dry, so that does allow the temperature to go a little bit cooler at night. And then as we take it through the day on Thursday, mid to upper 80s, maybe a tad more humid, but I don't think the humidity really comes back that much until the weekend. 56 tonight, the coolest night we've seen, I would have to say, since April. And then Wednesday, 85, mostly sunny. The lower humidity staying with us. Northeasterly winds at about 6 to 14 miles per hour. And then the next 7 days, we're looking at temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, humidity a little higher. No rain chances, though, for the next 5 to 7 days. So it does look as though we're going to see the dry conditions continue. We need the rain, but I don't see any rain chances at least for the next 7 to maybe 2 weeks, 7 days to 2 weeks. So live from the patio, very relaxing out here, about to doze off. The weather is so nice. You guys need to come out and enjoy this, while it lasts. So let's go back in the studio with Darla and Dalford.